Hello and welcome back to our channel. I am Elizabeth.
And I am James. We are so happy to have you here with us today for another English lesson.
Today we have a very useful topic for you. We are going to talk about your daily routine.
Yes, talking about your daily life is one of the most important skills in English.
Your daily routine is everything you do from the moment you wake up until the moment you go to sleep at night.
Think about it. When you meet a new friend, or go on a date, or even at a job interview, you almost always talk about your day.
Exactly. So in this video, we will teach you the vocabulary, phrases, and grammar you need to describe your life perfectly.
We will break the day down into parts: morning, afternoon, evening, and night.
We will also practice the present simple tense, which is the grammar we use for routines.
Do not worry if you are a beginner. We will speak slowly and explain everything clearly.
So, James, let us start at the very beginning. How does your day usually start?
Well, my day begins when my alarm goes off.
Let us pause there. To go off, this is a phrasal verb. It means the alarm makes a loud sound to wake you up.
Yes, my alarm usually goes off at 7 o'clock in the morning.
And do you get out of bed immediately?
No, I wish I did. Usually I hit the snooze button.
The snooze button, that is the button that stops the alarm for 5 or 10 minutes so you can sleep a little longer.
I hit the snooze button 2 times, but finally I have to wake up.
There is a difference between wake up and get up. Can you explain it, James?
Sure, wake up means you open your eyes, you are not sleeping anymore. But get up means you physically leave your bed and stand up.
So you might wake up at 7, but you get up at 7:15.
Exactly. After I get up, I go to the bathroom.
This is where we do our morning hygiene. I wash my face, I brush my teeth, I brush my hair.
And for men, sometimes we shave.
What is the first thing you drink in the morning, James?
Enthusiastic! Coffee! I cannot start my day without a cup of hot coffee. I go to the kitchen and make a pot of coffee.
I am the same, but some people prefer tea, or maybe just a glass of water with lemon.
Curious, do you eat breakfast, Elizabeth?
Thoughtful. Sometimes, if I have time, I make eggs and toast. But if I'm in a hurry, I just grab a banana or some yogurt.
To be in a hurry, this means you are rushing because you don't have much time.
Many people are in a hurry in the morning. They eat a quick breakfast.
Transitioning. After breakfast, it's time to get dressed.
Didactic. We use the phrasal verb put on. I put on my shirt, I put on my pants, I put on my shoes.
Clarifying. It is the opposite of take off. We will use take off later in the evening routine.
Engaging. Listeners, I want you to repeat some sentences after us. We will leave a space for you to speak.
Slow and clear. I wake up at 7 o'clock.
Slow and clear. I turn off my alarm.
Slow and clear. I brush my teeth.
Slow and clear. I wash my face.
Slow and clear. I make a cup of coffee.
Slow and clear. I get dressed for work.
Great job! Speaking out loud helps your pronunciation.
Transitioning. Now we are dressed and ready. It is time for the commute.
Didactic. The commute. C-O-M-M-U-T-E. This is your journey to work or school.
Inquisitive. How do you commute to work, James?
Casual. I usually drive my car, but if there is heavy traffic, I take the subway.
Sympathetic. Heavy traffic is terrible. It means there are too many cars on the road and they are not moving.
Yes, being stuck in traffic is very stressful. It can make you late for work.
Suggesting. Some people take the bus, some people walk, and some people ride a bike.
Questioning. Elizabeth, do you take public transport?
Answering. Yes, I take the bus. I like it because I can read a book during my commute.
Summarizing. So that is the morning routine. We are awake, we are ready, and we are at work.
Transitioning. Now let us talk about the daily routine during the day, the afternoon.
Usually this is the time we spend working or studying.
Grammar focus. When we talk about work tasks, we use the present simple tense. This is because we do these things every day.
Example giving. For example, I check my emails. I attend meetings. I write reports.
Or if you are a student, I go to class, I take notes, I study in the library.
Friendly. My favorite part of the workday is lunchtime.
Laughing, of course, everyone loves lunch. We say, take a break.
Explanatory. To take a break means to stop working for a short time to rest or eat.
When do you usually take your lunch break?
I usually take my break at 1 p.m. I eat a sandwich and chat with my colleagues.
Colleagues are the people you work with. You can also call them coworkers.
After lunch, the afternoon can feel long. We work until 5 o'clock.
And then we get off work.
Get off work. This means you finish your job for the day and you can leave.
I get off work at 5:30. What time do you get off work, James?
I usually get off work at 5, but sometimes I have to stay late to finish a project.
Now comes the evening routine. This is when we go home.
I love the evening. It is time to relax.
What is the first thing you do when you walk inside your house?
I take off my shoes, and I change into comfortable clothes, maybe a t-shirt and sweatpants.
Remember the verbs. Put on in the morning, take off in the evening.
Then I start thinking about dinner.
Do you cook dinner every night?
I try to. I like cooking. I usually make pasta or chicken, but sometimes I'm too tired.
What do you do when you are too tired to cook?
I order takeout. That means I call a restaurant and they bring the food to my house.
Takeout is very convenient. I like to order pizza on Fridays.
But after dinner, we have to do chores.
Chores, chores. These are the boring jobs we must do to keep the house clean.
We have to wash the dishes, we have to take out the trash, we have to do the laundry.
Nobody likes chores, but they are part of the daily routine.
Let us practice some evening sentences. Listen and repeat after us.
I finish work at 5 o'clock.
I drive home.
I take off my shoes.
I cook dinner for my family.
I wash the dishes.
I take out the trash.
Wonderful. Now the work is done. It is time for downtime.
Downtime. This is a great word. It means free time to relax before bed.
How do you spend your downtime, James?
I usually sit on the sofa and watch TV. I like watching series on Netflix.
Do you look at your phone?
Yes, I spend too much time scrolling through social media.
Scrolling. That is the action of moving the screen up and down with your finger.
I also like to call my friends or just spend time with my family.
Finally, it is time for the night routine.
I get very sleepy around 10 o'clock.
Before bed, I lock the doors, I turn off the lights, I brush my teeth again.
And I put on my pajamas.
Then we go to bed.
Remember, go to bed means you get into the bed. Go to sleep means you close your eyes and dream.
I go to bed at 10 and I read a book for 30 minutes. Then I go to sleep at 10:30.
And that is the end of the day.
Now, we need to talk about some special grammar words, adverbs of frequency.
These are words that tell us how often we do something. We use them a lot when talking about routines.
The most common ones are always, usually, sometimes, rarely, never.
Always means 100%, every time.
I always brush my teeth in the morning.
Usually means most of the time, maybe 80 or 90%.
I usually drive to work, but sometimes I take the bus.
Often means frequently, maybe 70%.
I often eat salad for lunch.
Sometimes means 50%. Half the time yes, half the time no.
I sometimes watch movies on Tuesday nights.
Rarely means not often, maybe 10%.
I rarely wake up early on Sundays.
And never, 0%.
I never drink coffee at night. It keeps me awake.
Using these words makes your English sound much more natural and fluent.
Let us play a game. I will say a sentence, and you try to repeat it using the correct emotion.
That sounds fun. Let us try.
I always wake up happy.
I usually eat a healthy breakfast.
I sometimes forget my keys. I rarely go to the gym.
I rarely go to bed late.
Very good. You are doing great.
Now, let us learn some fun idioms about daily routines.
Idioms are phrases that have a special meaning. Native speakers use them all the time.
The first one is an early bird.
An early bird is a person who loves the morning. They wake up early and feel full of energy.
My mother is an early bird. She wakes up at 5 a.m. to work in her garden.
The opposite is a night owl.
A night owl is a person who likes to stay up late at night. They have energy in the evening.
I am definitely a night owl. I hate waking up early. I prefer to work late at night.
Another good phrase is to stick to a routine.
To stick to something means to follow it closely. You do not change it.
It is hard to stick to a diet. Or, I try to stick to my study schedule.
One more idiom. To burn the midnight oil.
This is a great one. It means to work very late into the night, like you are burning oil in a lamp to see.
I have a big exam tomorrow, so I have to burn the midnight oil tonight.
Let us practice these idioms. Repeat after us.
I am an early bird.
My brother is a night owl.
I need to stick to my routine.
I had to burn the midnight oil.
Now, I want to ask you some questions about your routine.
This is conversation practice. We will ask a question and wait for you to answer out loud.
Do not be shy. Speak to the screen.
Question 1. What time do you usually wake up?
That is a good time.
Question 2. Do you take a shower in the morning or the evening?
Question 3. How do you get to work or school?
Question 4. What do you usually eat for dinner?
And question 5. Are you an early bird or a night owl?
Excellent speaking practice.
We should quickly mention the weekend. The weekend routine is usually different.
Yes, thank goodness for the weekend.
On the weekend, many people sleep in.
Sleep in. This means to sleep later than you usually do. If I usually wake up at 7, on Saturday I sleep in until 9.
What else do you do on weekends, James?
I run errands.
Errands. E-R-R-A-N-D-S. These are small trips to do necessary things.
Like going to the grocery store, going to the bank, getting a haircut, washing the car.
So, on Saturday, you run errands. What about Sunday?
Sunday is for relaxing. I like to socialize.
Socialize means to meet friends and spend time with people.
We might go for a walk in the park or have a barbecue.
Before we finish this video, we have a special listening challenge for you.
This is to test your understanding. Elizabeth will tell a story about a woman named Sarah.
Listen carefully to her routine. Try to visualize her day.
Ready? Let us begin.
Sarah is a nurse. She is an early bird. Her alarm goes off at 4:30 in the morning. It is very dark outside. She gets up quietly so she does not wake up her family. She goes to the kitchen and drinks a glass of warm water. She does not drink coffee. She eats oatmeal for breakfast every single day. She sticks to this routine. She puts on her uniform and drives to the hospital.
Sarah works for 12 hours. It is a long day. She helps many patients. She is on her feet all day. She takes a lunch break at noon, but only for 30 minutes. She finishes work at 5 p.m. She is exhausted.
When she gets off work, she goes to the gym. She exercises for 1 hour. This gives her energy. Then she goes home. She cooks a healthy dinner for her children. They eat together and talk about their day. Sarah does the dishes and helps her children with homework.
Finally, it is her downtime. She sits in her favorite chair and reads a book. She does not watch TV. She likes the quiet. At 9:30, she brushes her teeth and goes to bed. She falls asleep immediately.
Did you understand the story?
Was Sarah an early bird or a night owl?
She was an early bird.
What did she do after work?
She went to the gym.
And what did she do in her downtime?
She read a book.
If you understood that story, your English is getting very good.
To improve your English, try to write your own daily routine on a piece of paper.
Use the words we learned today. Wake up, get up, commute, chores, downtime.
And then record yourself reading it. Listen to your pronunciation.
That is excellent advice.
Well, we have reached the end of our video.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us.
We hope this lesson helps you talk about your daily life with confidence.
Please remember to like this video if you learned something new.
And subscribe to our channel so you never miss a lesson.
We post new videos every week to help you improve your English.
Have a wonderful day and stick to your English routine.
See you next time.
Goodbye!
Bye-bye.